Mr. President,
Senator from California.
I ask that as if in legislative session, notwithstanding Rule 22, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of calendar item number 510 S4000.
Clerk's report.
Calendar number 510 S4000, a bill to reaffirm the applicability of the Indian Reorganization Act and so forth and for other purposes.
Is there objection to proceeding to the measure? Without objection.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the bill be considered read a third time.
Without objection.
And I know of no further debate on the bill.
Is there further debate? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. The bill is passed.
Mr. President, I ask that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Without objection.
Mr. President, as if in legislative session, notwithstanding Rule 22, I also ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of calendar item number 562 S3857.
The clerk will report.
Calendar number 562 S3857, a bill to take certain land in the state of California into trust for the benefit of the Jamul Indian Village of California and for other purposes.
Is there objection to proceeding to the measure? Without objection.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the committee reported substitute amendment be withdrawn, the Padilla substitute amendment at the desk be considered and agreed to, the bill as amended be considered read a third time.
Without objection.
And I know of no further debate on the bill as amended.
Is there further debate? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. The bill as amended is passed.
And Mr. President, I also ask unanimous consent that the motions to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Without objection.
So thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank you and our colleagues for your support of these two measures which will help tribes in my home state of California regain control of their rightful ancestral lands and help the federal government take steps to fulfill our sacred trust responsibility to tribal nations. The first of the bills that we just approved, the Jamul Indian Village Land Transfer Act, will establish in trust over 170 acres of land in San Diego County for the Jamul Indian Village of California. For the Jamul people who what was once over 640 acres of ancestral lands were diminished to just 6 acres, one of the smallest reservations in the country. In 2005, tribal members voluntarily moved off the reservation to allow the tribe to pursue economic development opportunities and become less reliant on the federal government. But in order to build a true homeland fitting for their tribe, the Jamul Indian Village purchased 4 parcels of land, a combined 172 acres in total in San Diego County. So by establishing this land in federal trust, the United States government is now fulfilling our obligation to the Jamul people and returning their tribal members back to their permanent and proper homeland. I want to take a moment to thank Representative Darrell Issa for his work in the House of Representatives, as well as Senators Schatz and Murkowski here in the Senate. And I also want to thank all the members of the Jamul Indian Village who have been such honorable and relentless advocates for their community. So thank you, colleagues, for supporting and passing this bill. I also thank you for your support in passing S4000, my bill to make sure the Indian Reorganization Act applies to the Lytton Rancheria of California. The Indian Reorganization Act addresses the legacy of disenfranchisement for Native communities across the country. It was a landmark bill that helped tribes reestablish their sovereignty and rebuild their communities after decades of immoral assimilation policies attempted to tear them apart. The bill we just approved would simply provide clarity that the Lytton Rancheria of California is able to place land into trust through the Department of Interior's standard land to trust process. And I again thank my partners, Senators Schatz and Murkowski, for their support, and thank you all for your support in passing both of these measures today. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.